Hello everyone, a warm welcome from Aussies Group PTE My name is Malcolm and I'm one of the main PT tutors with Aussies Group PTE So good to be back in a live session after a long time. It's been almost like 1 month before which I came in a live session, and back again I'm in a new live session today. And as the title of the video is like, are there changes in PTE? So many students, many people, many websites, and people who are at good positions, unfortunately, even they have been sharing, spreading things without verifying whether it's true or not. And many people just keep on asking the same question, that is PT going to change? Are some patterns changing? Is something going to change? Has already something changed? Because in the last few weeks there has been a barrage of videos on YouTube as well. Unfortunately, few of very irresponsible people, I would just call them irresponsible people, they are posting videos, saying that this is going to change, that is going to change, this has changed, that has changed, the scoring has changed, the algorithm has changed. So it's really sad that people who run institutes, unfortunately, even they share such videos claiming that this has changed, that has changed. It's really sad in my opinion. But that's how it is, because everybody treats this as a business. For many people, PT is a business, so that's what they say. And people don't mind, in misleading the people also. So coming to the main question, has PT changed? So according to me, the honest answer is no. Nothing has changed. As far as I think, everything is the same. Second question, is PT going to change in the future, or are there going to be any changes in the future? So basically the answer to that question is we don't know. Who are we to decide, or who are we to predict what PT is going to change or not? It's an independent company, it's an independent body. So obviously if they want to change something, they may change something in the future. But at the moment the answer is no, nothing has changed. Because whoever is saying that PTE has changed, or whoever is claiming or presuming that PTE has changed, I would just like to ask those people, like, who told you that PT has changed? Did PT announce on its website? No. Did they make any live video? No. Did they call you in person to meet you and tell you that PT has changed or is going to change? No. Or if you have already met somebody in PT, please tell whom have you met. So what I'm trying to say, in case you're going to just shout out at the top of your voice that PT has changed, there are changes in PT, show me the proof. If you have the proof, show it. If you don't have your proof, don't spread such things which are very demotivating for people who are trying really hard, who are trying their best to get their desired score. So if you don't have a proof, don't spread rumors baselessly. Also, I've got a few comments saying hi, good to see you back after a long time. So thank you so much. I'm glad to be back as well on a live session. Now coming to the other thing, like many of the students have been telling me, my own students as well, that sir, sometimes we get questions which we have not prepared, they are not in the prediction file, they're not in any of the materials. So has PT changed? So my very simple answer to this question is, that obviously PT is a test and it's their duty to test us. Now, yeah, it's an automatic test, it's a software based test, but obviously they are going to add new questions, right? Now, just on the basis of the presumption that if new questions are coming, the test has changed, that would be as good as saying, like, I've got like 11 fingers because I can see one more finger with my 10th finger, which is somebody else's. It's really stupid to say that the test has changed just because new questions are coming. Now, obviously, new questions will be added, right? New questions can come, new questions will come. But, it's no big deal. It's not that the test has changed. Because in June 2019, that's around 2 months back, PT updated their score guide. And even at that time, there were other institutes, unfortunately, who are again very irresponsible. I always use the word irresponsible for them, who are spreading rumors in the market that, PT has changed, this has changed, that has changed. Nothing has changed. In the score guide, in fact, PT, very kind of them, they made it pretty clear that the sequence of questions in the reading pattern is going to be fixed. The first task is going to be drop-down blanks, which are called reading and writing blanks. The second task is going to be multiple choice, choose multiple answers. The third task is going to be reorder paragraphs. The fourth task is going to be reading fill in the blanks, which are called drag and drop blanks. And the fifth task is going to be multiple choice to single answer. So pretty kind of PT, really, I appreciate it, that they've fixed the pattern of the questions in the reading module. Earlier, it was random. It could be random, but now it's fixed. So now nothing is unpredictable. Everything is coming as we know it should. There are new question types. The pattern is the same. So in short, if anybody tells you or if anybody asks you that has PT changed, just ask one simple question. Who told you? Ask them for the proof. Just ask them to show the website. So basically, if they can't show it, it means that they've heard it from their friends, or maybe their institute, or maybe their teacher has shared it with them. So ask them who told their teacher, ask them to question their teacher. Because I'm not saying I'm right, they are wrong, I'm right. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm only saying I only follow the PTE guideline, and the PTE guideline says what it says. So nothing has changed in the guideline, and we should follow the PTE guideline. So that was the main purpose of today's video, friends, because after a point, it's not even irritating, but it's really sad, because I can see the tension on the faces of so many people. Obviously, if nobody cares, nobody will ask me, but people do care, and people obviously believe what I say. So I think I don't want to be sounding as irresponsible as the other institutes sound, who just keep on, just slamming it in your face that this has changed, this is new changes, new this, new that, new this, new that. So, I mean, if something is going to change, it's going to change for everyone. For example, there are so many rumors in the market every year that this is going to change for the Australian visa. The Australian government is going to do this. The Australian government is going to do that. So, okay, if they do, they'll make a statement before they do. And things don't change overnight, it takes some time. Generally, these bodies are huge institutes or huge organizations. They need time to intimate people about the changes. So nothing's going to change overnight. They're going to let you know in case if at all anything's going to change. Every year around between the month of April to October, these rumors start coming, But yes, I do agree that new questions have been added in the PT software, in the PT database. So obviously new questions would be coming in the exam. But I mean, it's okay because every institute, they also try their best to add the new questions in their database. Because so many people, so many institutes spend money on collecting the questions from everywhere. And obviously a lot of questions are available free of cost as well. Like the prediction file is an excellent source of real test questions, and a lot of questions do come from the prediction file as well. So please focus on such sources, and just follow your institute, whatever they say. Obviously, they also want you to clear the test, but don't fall in these traps. If people are just trying to scare you by telling you this is going to change, this is going to happen, that is going to happen. I mean, who are they to tell you? They are nobody. So basically, you are a student, they are the teacher. It's their duty to guide you, not to scare you. So just stay away from such people. And I would just recommend all of you, just don't fall. Just believe anything you hear. That's my honest suggestion. All right. Well, I've got a few comments over here as well. Shweta is asking, hello sir, how are you? So hi Shweta, good to see you over here. I'm fine. Thank you so much for joining in the live session. And Veerpal Chima is also here. Hello sir, thanks a lot for all your help. So Veerpal, first of all, many congratulations. I think just 2 days back, you got your desired score of 8 each. And we are really happy for you. Many congratulations. You put in a lot of effort, obviously, a lot of hard work, a lot of time, but finally you've done it. So hopefully see you soon in Australia, very soon, hopefully. Many congratulations. All right, Ankit also has a comment. Good to see you back, sir. I will be coming back for coaching soon. Thank you so much, Ankit. Good to see you over here. See you soon as well. Well, Neeraj Rana also says, hello, sir. And Ankit has a comment. Sir, I'm struggling in repeat sentence after practicing doing, but when after practice, failing in the final exam. So Ankit, very good question. Many people struggle with repeat sentence because this task involves understanding of the phrases. If you just understand 1 or 2 words, you can't remember everything. So mainly try to understand the phrase. And the main thing in repeat sentence is that you need to be very fluent. We can't stop, we can't take pauses. We have to keep a fluency. So the thing is, right or wrong, you'll have to say something. So what I suggest generally is in tasks like these, one always do a bit of bulk practice. Bulk practice means a lot of practice very quickly. So that's the way the brain gets used to it. And also one more suggestion for all of those of you who are struggling with repeat sentence, whenever you practice, and wherever you practice, be it YouTube, be it any application, be it any website, once you listen to the question, repeat the answer and go to the next question. Never listen to the answer, or never listen or check the answer, because many times people have a habit of checking the answer. Excuse me. Now the problem is in the real exam, nobody is going to show us the answer, right? We are on our own. We have to listen repeat, go to the next question. So that is exactly how we should practice. If you waste your time in checking every answer, that is not a very smart thing to do in my opinion. So don't do that. Just proceed quickly with your practice. And on the day of the exam, always practice repeat sentence before the test is going to start. Because for many people, a bit of practice is required, like a warm-up practice session is required, warm-up round of practice. So maybe around 10 minutes before the test starts, you can practice quickly, somewhere around 25 to 30 questions. I think that's more than enough, but that's what you need to do. 10 minutes, 30 questions. So in 1 minute, your speed should be to cover at least 3 questions and without checking. Because if you check, you're wasting your time and you're not allowed to check in the real exam. So we should do exactly the same thing which we are going to do in the real exam. I hope that helps. Alright. And for repeat sentence, you can also practice from the PTE Tutorials app. Those sentences are very lengthy and they are excellent for practice. So basically that's how we should practice. Some of the sentences should be lengthy because some of the questions are definitely going to be lengthy in the real exam as well. So that's how our brain should be ready for practicing. Okay. If there are any more questions, please feel free to ask. Alright, there's one more question from Jack Smith. Fill in the blanks are important. My desired score is 65 plus. Yeah, definitely fill in the blanks are very important. For example, I'm not pointing out, but just letting you know, for example, even you have made a grammatical error, Jack, it should be my desired score, ED. There's nothing like desired score, it's desired score. Desired is an adjective, score is a noun. So these are the types of things which actually help us in getting a good score in reading. And yes, blanks are very, very important for scoring. So blanks are of two types, reading and writing in the reading section. And both are very, very important for the reading score and for the reading and writing scores as well, so on and so forth. So definitely a lot of practice should be done as much as possible before the exam. Okay, Jayesh has a comment. I'm struggling in describe image in speaking and fill in the blanks in reading. Well, Jayesh, for describe image, I would suggest you not to worry too much about anything. Just speak in flow, take the correct pauses. Don't stress too much on any word and don't be too slow, don't be too fast. Just try to speak as fluently as you can. It's more about fluency of speaking. For example, the way I'm speaking right now is pretty fluent. But if I speak like this, it is fluent, but it is also a bit slow. And this is not how we should speak in the exam. So it's mainly about speaking practice and try to speak as much as you can, Like there's a game in English, it's called Just a Minute. So in just a minute, you pick up anything in front of you or any topic and you have to speak for it for a minute. For example, in my hand is a remote control. It's black in color. It has a red button. There are many buttons on the number screen. Also, I can see volume. I can see channels. I can see many numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The shape of the remote is a rectangle. Black is a beautiful color. Black is my favorite color. You can say a lot of things about any given thing. The only thing is, if your brain freezes, then we don't know what to do. So that's why a bit of practice of fluent speaking is required. Same thing we need to do in retell lecture also. Because the main thing is if you pause, the score goes down. So you can't think in these tasks. It has to be very fluent. It has to be smooth. That is the main thing in these tasks. And for fill in the blanks, we obviously need to be practicing our vocabulary and grammar. Vocabulary and grammar go hand in hand. If these two are sound, nobody can stop us from getting 79 plus. That's for sure. Well, I got a comment from Pawan Dharma. I'm struggling in reading and writing fill in the blanks. I don't know the meaning for some new words. Well, Pawan, thanks for asking the question. And this is a very common problem, like the meanings of the words. And obviously, we would not know the meaning of every word, which is kind of obvious. Everybody doesn't know everything. So the thing is, more and more practice. All these tasks are practice-based tasks. Fill in the blanks, write from dictation, listening, fill in the blanks. The more you practice, the more the brain gets used to it. Without practice, there's going to be, like start-stop reaction in the test. And that's why people make very silly mistakes. And obviously the difference between getting the desired score and the undesired score is a very thin line. You make just 2 or 3 major mistakes and the score goes down. So that's why I need to be very careful, and definitely we need to practice collocations, need to practice the grammar, vocabulary. These 3 things generally are linked with one another and very, very important. Alright, Sneha has a comment. My exam is on coming Thursday, that's the 29th of July. But struggling with my repeat sentence, my desired score is 65 plus. Well, Sneha, for repeat sentence, as I said, just do a bit of bulk practice. Do around 30-40 questions a day very quickly without checking the answer. Listen to the question, repeat, listen, repeat, listen, repeat, listen, repeat. You know, the brain has to follow what you want it to follow. Basically, if you think you can do it, you will do it. But if you're afraid, if you just practice 3 or 4 questions, it's not going to work, you know. You need to train your brain that it has to follow, it has to understand, it has to remember, and it has to repeat. So basically, it's a process. The faster you do it, the more you do it, the more it gets used to it, you know. For example, it's like the stomach. The more you eat steadily and slowly, it keeps on expanding, right? It's like an elastic. So same thing with the brain. The more you feed it, the more it can take. But you need to do what you need to do. Alright. So Muhammad Kareem has a comment. In write from dictation, if it is chemistry and physics, and I write it as physics and chemistry, what about marking? So unfortunately, it's gone. You're going to get a huge penalty on your score because the sequence is incorrect, Muhammad. So you need to get it in the correct sequence. If it's physics and chemistry, it has to be physics and chemistry because the instruction very clearly states, write it exactly as you hear it. Exactly means word to word in the same sequence. Thank you. Well, Akshat has a comment. I'm having the exam this Monday. Need your help in writing and speaking as I'm getting a low score on PTE Tutorials mock test. My vocabulary score was only 45. Well, vocabulary score mainly depends on answer short questions. So try to focus a bit more on your answer short questions, Akshat. And for writing, I would suggest you to focus more on the drop down blanks in the reading section. That's reading and writing fill in the blanks. That's going to be the first task in reading. Also on summarize spoken text, listening fill in the blanks, write from dictation. And in the writing module, obviously, summarize written text is pretty easy if you know which words are the important words in the passage. And essay is also very easy. If you don't make mistakes of spelling, grammar, vocabulary, the score in writing is going to be pretty much what you want. Alright, so thank you. Okay. Well, Ankit has a comment. In repeat sentence, if you are not able to get anything, what should we speak so that our score doesn't go down? So if you don't get anything, just say anything. So just make any sound which you hear. You know, just make any sound which you remember you heard. Because silence is not good for the score. You have to give the software something to score you, you know. And if you're silent, the fluency goes down, everything goes down. So I have to say something. Well, Krishna Sharma has a comment. Please give tips for read aloud. If we make a mistake in some words, but we go in flow, will it affect our speaking marks or reading marks? It will impact your reading score, obviously, because if you go in flow, speaking is still okay because speaking mainly depends on oral fluency. But if you make a mistake, then obviously your reading score will definitely go down. So basically you can't make mistakes and read aloud, but yeah, if you make, just go with the flow. Okay, Udani has a comment. I got 68 overall, speaking is 85, writing is 65, listening is 63, and reading is 64. What should I do? Well, obviously you need to work a bit more in your speaking first thing. You need to get 90 out of 90 in speaking and also focus a bit more on the clarity of words in read aloud, repeat sentence, and focus a bit more also on answer short questions. And to improve the reading and writing and listening scores, you'll have to focus on the fill in the blanks and reading, both the types of blanks. Also focus on a bit on reorder paragraphs, summaries, summarize spoken text, written text, and write from dictation. I think you are making mistakes in write from dictation and listening fill in the blanks. That's for sure you're making mistakes. So focus on those tasks. Listening blanks, write from dictation, summarize spoken text, reading blanks. And in speaking, mainly on answer short questions, repeat sentence and read aloud. Excuse me. Okay, I've got a comment from Muhammad Asif. So will I get marks if I combine 3 sentences and summarize written text? Yes, you can get marks. Depends on which sentences you pick up. So basically, you need to think which are the important words in the passage. But yes, if you're lucky, you can get marks. Yes, the answer to your question is yes. Okay, last question from Ankit. If we are able to catch first 4 or 5 words in repeat sentence and miss the last part of the sentence, what should we do? As I said, Ankit, you'll have to make some sound. The first 4 or 5 words repeat very clearly. The remaining 4 or 5 words, make any sound, just say anything. You can't keep your mouth shut because the time of the sentence needs to match with your answer. So basically, you have to just go with the flow. You can't stop. That's what I'm saying. Alright, so Mohammed has a comment. I've just joined your live session on brief changes. So Mohammed, thanks for the comment. But basically, my whole point of this session was that as far as I know, and I'm being very honest, there are no changes in PTE. There are a lot of rumors with very irresponsible people are spreading in the market. So please stay away from such people. Just stay close to positive people. Just be close to people who motivate you all the time, don't follow rumors. That's what I'm saying. Because the market is not good at the moment. I don't know what people get by scaring other people. Maybe they want to do that so that more and more people join their institutes, because maybe they want to show the students that yes, we are the first ones to say there are changes, there are a lot of changes, be scared, come to us, we are God, we'll show you the way, something like that. So people are trying to be one step ahead of themselves, which is not a very smart thing to do. And I hope that everybody is as smart as they should be and don't follow rumors blindly. That's what my point is. Alright, so I think I've explained in detail that there's nothing much to worry about, and hopefully if there is anything new, I'll definitely make it a point, but I'll be the first person to share it with all of you. But at the moment I thought it was very important for me to do this video, so I just thought of doing this video. And coming to the scores, a lot of people have been getting very good scores. So many people have got 80 scores in the month of August as well. Now my simple question is, everybody, whether they come to me, whether they go to some other teacher, whether they go to some third teacher, fourth teacher, see, somebody in the institute is getting a score, right? Every day, for example, one of my students gets 8 each. Every day one gets 8. Generally, that's a minimum number I'm talking about. Now, if that one person gets a score of 8 each, even he's following my strategies, right? How is he getting 8? If PT has made changes, even he should not get the score, right? But he is getting the score. Why is he getting the score? Because maybe there are no changes. That's the reason he's getting the score. And maybe he's not making silly mistakes in the important tasks, obviously. That's one more reason. So basically, according to me, there are no changes. Just focus, follow your teacher. Don't question the intent of teaching. But yeah, don't follow blindly also. If you think that this person is saying something really stupid and I should question this person, do question it. It's your duty and it's my right to answer your question. But so far and so forth, I don't think there is anything to worry about. Alright, so friends, I think we'll end the live session with that, and hopefully I'll see you all soon. And one more announcement, next Saturday, 31st of August 2019, we have a master session, a PT masterclass, which will be held at our Melbourne CBD office. So in case those of you who have your test after around 10 days approximately, and if you are free next Saturday, and if you want some good tips and tricks for PT, do attend my session. The fees is $220, that's it. And very soon we'll also come up with a prediction file for the month of September. That will also be ready very, very soon. So yes, you can definitely join the live session, PT Masterclass next Saturday. Alright, so my name is Malcolm. Don't worry. Just have trust in yourselves. No changes so far in PT. Alright, thank you very much. Have a good day. Thank you.